The more that I look into this TikTok ban, the stranger this whole situation is becoming. I mean, it's wild because the backlash on Jeff Jackson is actually what brought this to my attention, because people started saying that he was being given money by AIPAC, which is a lobbying group that stands for the American Israel Public Affairs Committee. Now, while AIPAC was on his vendors and recipients list for $8,000, it was in 2022, and this goes way deeper than just Jeff Jackson. I mean, you might ask, what the hell does pro-Israel lobbying groups have against TikTok? Well, apparently, a lot. A leaked audio recording of Jonathan Greenblatt, the head of the Anti-Defamation League, which has been fighting anti-Semitism since the 1910s, summed up their issues with the platform pretty well.
The issue in the United States' support for Israel is not left and right. It is young and old. So we really have a TikTok problem, a Gen Z problem, that our community needs to put the same brains that gave us Tagli, the same brains that gave us all these other amazing innovations, need to put our energy toward this, like, fast.
Jewish Federations of North America backed the bill, saying TikTok has helped fuel a horrific spike in anti-Semitism that our communities are feeling every day. And it's time to take action. And action they have taken. Because you want to know who the top donor for Representative Mike Gallagher is? The congressman who authored the TikTok ban bill in the first place? Well, it was none other than AIPAC. And the craziest part is that congressman actually used the Israel-Palestine support gap as evidence that TikTok was being used by China to boost propaganda and brainwash American users. But the wild thing is that it literally takes less than 10 minutes to find out that TikTok is not the cause of that. And that claim is completely false. And we know this because young Americans have consistently shown support for Palestinians. Pew Research surveys clearly show that, including one poll from 2014, 4 years before TikTok was even launched in the United States. And even on US-owned apps like Facebook and Instagram, you see the exact same theme. But if TikTok is sold to an American company under these concerns, some could argue that they don't exactly have the best track record. Human Rights Watch, for example, published an investigation showing that Meta was involved in systemic censorship of Palestine content on Instagram and Facebook, and, quote, Meta takes down a significant amount of content in response to requests by governments, including the Israeli government, who has been aggressive in seeking to remove content from social media. Furthermore, the user is not notified that the removal of their content is due to a government request, nor is the role of the government reflected in Meta's biannual transparency reports. And I know this is all a lot to take in already, and trust me, there's a lot more that I didn't add into this video for time's sake, but the icing on the cake, for me at least, is that Stephen Mnuchin, the former Treasury Secretary and the person part of the original effort to ban TikTok back in 2020 with the Trump administration, now wants to buy it. He recently told CNBC that, "I think the legislation should pass. I think that it should be sold. I understand the technology, it's a great business, and I'm going to put together a group to buy TikTok." The more